What's up, guys? Nick here from AR12 Gaming, back in Forza Motorsport 5 talking about the crew once again. So I've done some more research on the crew, and there are a couple things that I want to talk about today. You may have seen the first video I talked about the crew, and I was like, where is it going to be? Is it going to be a Forza game, or is it going to be a Need for Speed game? That was my big question. Now, I actually did some research, and the crew, or the people who make the crew, Ubisoft, have said that the crew is going to be going up against Need for Speed. Directly against Need for Speed, so I'm based on the way they've described the crew already, I'm thinking a Need for Speed Rivals type of thing. That's what I think it's going to be. Not so much a Shift, but Need for Speed Rivals or Hot Pursuit games, anything like, the ones like that, basically. That's how I think it's going to be. So they've said that, actually. I'm going to try and find the direct quote where they said that and put it in the description, if I can. Whoops. Anyways, I'll probably forget. The other thing that I noted when just looking up the crew just generally, it's actually being put together by two very interesting people. One, Ubisoft. Ubisoft kind of making the game and publishing it and stuff like that. But the Ubisoft has actually made a racing game before that I didn't actually know about. You guys actually told me about this. Ubisoft made Driver. All the Driver games. I didn't realize Ubisoft made them. They made all of those. I've never played any of them, but I've seen videos of them, and they actually look really cool. So I think it's going to be a mix of Driver, and the other people who are making the crew is Eden Games. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Eden Games, basically the people who made Test Drive. So that's what I'm expecting it to be. A mix of Test Drive and Driver. Put those two together, go up against Need for Speed, and I think it could be a really awesome game. So I hope it's not going to be too arcadey. I hope we still have the whole really good upgrade system, which we've seen so far. Hopefully that gets even better. Hopefully we have assists so we can turn off like track control, things like that, new manual. I haven't actually looked into that. That probably has already been announced, and I haven't seen it yet. But if I'm wrong, someone can correct me in the comments. I'm sure like everyone will. Anyways, so that will be super cool. It will be so cool. Imagine this: Test Drive, all the cool things that made that such an amazing game. Like I love the thing in the crew or in Test Drive, how you could do your interiors of your car, and you could buy houses and stuff like that. It's just something that added to the game that I loved. I don't know what it was about it. I just love that feature of Test Drive. I don't know about you guys, but that was freaking awesome. And Driver, I can't say much about because I've never played it. But what do you guys think a game like Test Drive would be? Test Drive, we've seen these huge maps before, and we've definitely seen that in the crew already. There was an article published maybe like a month or two months ago where a guy drove from, I believe, I think it was Detroit to New York or Florida, and it took him, he went from Detroit to New York to Florida. I think he went to Miami, and it took him 2 hours to go that distance. So that is an insanely big map. Test Drive was famous for that before, but these maps in the crew are even bigger. So we'll see what happens with that. Another thing, what do you guys think? How good a game, or how bad a game, I should say, what do you guys think of a game where Test Drive and Driver would be mixed, going up against the crew, going up against Need for Speed? What do you guys think of that? Because that's essentially what this will be. Hopefully we're not overhyping it, because that may be a thing we're doing with like Watch Dogs right now, and we don't know about it. Watch Dogs comes out in like 2 weeks, and that thing is being so hyped up, we don't really know what's gonna happen with it. But maybe that's the same story for the crew. Maybe we're just overhyping. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the car list. So hopefully by the time I upload this, the car list hasn't totally changed, or they've released a whole bunch of cars. But one thing that I did want to talk about, or some notable mentions from the car list. One, Alfa Romeo. Always nice to see them in there. Another one, Hummer. Once again, nice to always see that in there. And probably the bigger one is RUF. If you guys don't know RUF, basically what I like to call fake Porsche. People try correcting me all the time, saying it's not actually fake Porsche. Stop. It's like the version of Porsche that people put in video games, that when they can't actually get Porsche licenses, they put RUF in instead, and they try to make it, it's close enough. That's what they say, basically. So that means Need for Speed is definitely not going to give up their licenses, considering the crew's going up against Need for Speed 1, and they're going to have, or the crew is going to have RUF in it. So no Porsche is going to be, or bleh. I'm very good at doing this YouTube thing. The crew is going to have RUF in it, right? So that means no Porsche, because obviously they have to get the licenses from EA, and EA make me, if you follow that. There won't be Porsches in the crew, which kind of sucks, but you will have rough, so hopefully they do something with that. But that's really all the car list is right now. It's really short. I'll have the whole link to the entire car list in the description below. But it's not very long right now because the game is still quite far away. But it does look quite interesting for what they have right now. There's a whole bunch of awesome vehicles. They've got like your old American Muscle. They have a whole bunch of. They have an old Charger. Then they got the brand new stuff. They got Camaros, Challengers, Chargers. I'm looking at the list in front of me right here. Brand new Shelby GT500. It should be fun. It should be very, very fun. They've got a lot of American cars right now, but obviously this list is going to expand exponentially, hopefully, and or going forward because the game does come out in a couple months. So we'll see what happens with that. So let me know what you guys think about this whole, or what you guys think about the crew in the comments down below. I think it's going to be really cool, but I just hope we are not overhyping it. We did that with Forza 5. We might be doing it with Watch Dogs. We don't know about that yet. And we also might be doing it with the crew. We just got to see. Hopefully it lives up to expectations. I really hope it does. It looks like an awesome game right now. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about the crew in the comments down below. I will see you guys next time.